to another episode of Planetside 2 Tactics. Today we're going to do Heyoka Tech Plant. As I've come on, I was actually going to play some myself, but there seems to be a lot of action here, so it'll be a good time to do a tactics show as there is a lot of players about. Okay, and from what I can see, we've just took Cobalt Communications and we are proceeding to roll in towards Heyoka. Now that says we have 48 ops already in there, so I'm assuming there's troops rolling through these shields. We haven't got the shields down yet, so no vehicles can get in. Excuse me. What we need to do, as you can see, we have a good concentration of troops in this area attempting to get around. I was just fighting around there myself, and there's a hell of a lot of NC on this tower here defending. A fair few on there, but they have a good armoured defence in this area. They've got armoured basically sort of a semicircle around this section, covering this gate, getting in. This area over here, another 100% on because I haven't seen it myself. But as you see, there's a good fight going on there. Plenty of troops down there. Both NC and TR are assaulting this area. There are plenty of troops knocking about down this way. As you see, I just saw they have a lot of armour down that way. Hopefully he's going to raise me so I can... Nope, he got shot. Right. As you can see, that's their spawn building, so it's hard to do anything around there, but they have a lot of armour coming out of there. Now, if the TR had any really good snipers, they'd be hiding in this sort of area, or where I was, sniping anybody attempting to take vehicles from that pad. Possibly around this area might be a good idea as well, as we do seem to have a fair few troops coming into this section here. I don't know whether they fought their way through there yet to take out this shield. It's going to be hard to get over there for a look, but we need to. We've got that tower by the looks of it, so let's get back in game and have a look and see what's going on this way. I'll sit up here with the rest of the snipers. As you can see, there's a few infiltrators still knocking about up there. We are pushing this gate quite well, but we still need to get through to the shield control. Now they do have a lot of tanks still knocking around there. Just let me get rid of my waypoint. As you see, we are pushing through there quite well. I can't remember which one of the shield generators are now. It's in one of them too, but we are pushing into this building, which is good because we can give cover, you know, covering fire across to their spawn building. So if we can take that, get that dropped, we can start rolling tanks and other vehicles in there. Now I'm hoping there's a spawn vehicle up there. I'm hoping that shield's going to get taken down as well. There is the other harasser knocking around in Heyoka. You know, giving I'm dead again. You know, giving hassle. Okay, we have now taken this base, which is good. We are rolling there quite nicely. Again, the NC have still a lot of vehicles out there. A lot of vehicles. Now it's going to be interesting to see. What's going on up here, vehicle wise.
Shield generator critical.
See, the TR are doing the right thing now, coming up here with anti-vehicle, taking out the surrounding tanks. Enemy troops knocking around down that building there. The shield gen has been hit, but the NC are pushing their way in there quite tightly.
On the cap point, guys.
Let me just turn VoIP off. So, okay, I always forget to do that. Now there are a lot of NC on that hill. Hell of a lot. So I'm assuming they're gonna have. I'm assuming they could have a spawn vehicle back there. What the TR need to do now is exactly what I was going to suggest. Take all the surrounding bases. We've got these two here. Could do with keeping this one. We don't need it. It's not major important. But every foothold is good assistance. As you see, they're all hunkered down in here, though. They need to start pushing out and clearing the way. We do have the odd vehicle spawning. He's going in a really bad position with that Sunderer because there's far too many armoured vehicles around there. He needs to be realistically up in this area where it is fairly safe, or if you've got an outfit, you know, a squad or two, stop pushing into these buildings here. Get a good position for your Sunderer, which would be, I don't know, maybe in this area here for now, because you have this spawn building to give you assistance from. As you see, the TR are now pushing out to clear this hill. Once they've taken this hill, they can start raining fire down on these tanks. See, they're getting up there slowly, taking the hill. This guy's flying over with C4 and they need to keep an eye on light assaults. So the heavy tank there pushing his way in, but he's getting concentrated on by heavy assaulters, which is good. We've got the odd NC manning the turrets up there, which is a good idea from the NC. You know, if they can man these turrets, they can rain artillery down on these guys. You know, shells coming down can pin them back quite well until they get more armour support out. Now the TR could do with maybe one or two engineers just chucking a few mines down here. If they see it, then it's fair dues, but you know, it could come in handy for distracting the vehicles. You know, without many troops on that hill, they're not going to be looking where they're driving. They're just going to fly around to attempt to get behind them and just run over mines. Even if an engineer runs across this road dropping a couple while they're not looking, it will be beneficial. We could do with more troops on this hill here, preferably coming around to this hill. As I say, if we could get a Sunderer, now they're losing that area there, he should be in there attempting to take that. Instead he's driving into a wall. I don't know what he's doing. You know, if they could get a vehicle, a Sunderer, in this little ravine bit here, that wouldn't be a bad position. You could defend it there with mines and AVs. These TR troops, that's better. These TR are not coming in with their harassers. If they're anti-vehicle harassers, they can fly through there, taking out tanks, just basically doing what they're supposed to do, causing havoc. TR drop podding in now.
Generator
They haven't secured these hills properly yet. There's still a lot of guys coming over these hills. Oops, I don't want to go that way.
shield generator.
There's one or two NCs sneaking around there. Got a lovely little system thing there from our boys in the SOE. And they need to be very careful of getting flanked here. Get my butt back into safety. I will drop that.
Shield generator critical. Generator stabilized.
NC have put up a brilliant defense here and a good fight. You know, they know where the TR are coming from. And they've basically slammed a hammer on us. We've got a couple of guys down there to drop that shield, but I don't know if it's being defended or not because I can't see from where I am. We have all three. all 3 spawn areas to this tech plant, which is very, very good indeed. Now obviously the aim of this is the amp stations, so we have more guys rolling down here to the west pass, which is a good idea. A lot of the NC will be here defending this, and they shouldn't be. They should be defending the amp station, because that is the name of the alert. You know, base to base doesn't matter in alerts. You should be rolling and doing that. Now, as the NC have been defending this, as there's no lattice on this map at the moment, we're taking stuff around it. So Moss Basin is about 2 hours, the Bastion's about 2 hours. So hopefully, how many have we got there? That'll be 48 allies there. The 12 to 24 enemies will probably spawn here at the tech plant. Hopefully this TR section here will start to roll in to the tech plant. As you see, we've broken the back of the NC now, and they're all rolling in there to try and get inside the base. Let's see if we can join them. They're still putting up a fight from the top sections there.
Generator stabilized.
You've still got to be careful for harassers, infiltrators knocking about, you know, hiding in doorways and things like that. There's a few NC over on the hill there. Our aircraft are now starting to roll on and take out the turrets on top, which is a good idea. Take out as much of their defense as humanly possible. As you can see, we're now starting to surround the area. Obviously we need to get this shield down. There's a Sunderer rolling around there to get in a half decent position. If he pokes it, where's he going? Bad position. The doors on this end could see it. If he puts it in there and has a decent defense, he shouldn't be too bad. Or even if he gets it near the shield, I would suggest in this area here, because you can only get at it from a few directions, and if you have troops constantly pouring out of there, then you know the obvious directions are going to be pretty much covered. As long as you have the odd LA on the roofing. It's probably been C4 there because it just got blown to pieces by the looks of it. We actually have A now. Let's see. The shield isn't down, but we have enough troops in there. Obviously we've overwhelmed them coming through the doors. I can get to 10. There's a lot of NC for some reason staying on that hill up there. Now you'd have thought there'd been enough of these guys to force their way back in. We have TR here holding them back. Where I can see what's going on. As you see, the NCs have hunkered themselves down in these two buildings here and they're putting up a good fight. NC are trying to push out from all over the place. They're actually doing a good job of encircling us. He's going to get shot from that side now. See now, the TR, too concentrated in one direction. safe position. Oh, these are a lot slower than they used to be.
Shield generator critical.
Oh, you gotta be joking me. Leave me alone. Oh, that's a little high. Okay, had to defend myself. Okay, perfect view from up here. Now as you can see, the NC are rolling through these buildings here, they're coming onto the roofs. Using chalk points very well, as you see. They're pretty much doing a very, very good job of pushing out there. See, I'm looking down on this spawn beacon and spawn area, etc. Now they're doing a very good job of pushing out. If some of them came round here, round the backside, down towards the south area, they could wreak some havoc as well. They're pretty much surrounded now. They're not going to be able to do much, to be honest. We've got spawn vehicles down to the south. We don't seem to have anything over here to the west. But there's no way the NC are going to be able to push their way out. They could do with maybe a few troops come over here to the Moss Basin, attempt to take that and attack it. If they get that, then they're going to have a nice push back onto the tech plant, because at the minute we have a lot of guys at West Pass moving our way down towards the AMP station. There's probably a three-way fight going on there for the Sungrey AMP station as well, due to it being owned by the NC, but the TR and VS are surrounding it. Now as you can see, the TR are now surrounded the NC spawn area. The NC are still doing a very good job at pushing their way out though. A very good job. Ow. You know, the snipers on the spawn area, they're still pushing, they're still fighting, and they haven't given up. Oh, the TR are pushing into the building which the NC are occupying at the moment. We've got lots of drop pods coming in. You've got NC in more or less all surrounding buildings to the spawn area, but they are getting pushed back slowly. We've got a nice little deployment of a TR Sunderer there,
critical,
which is in quite a nice little spot. I'm probably going to get a shot on here, but there's the odd NC actually pushing through. They actually have got A back. Now that's due to the TR not paying attention. Every faction does it, it's not just TR. You know, they'll get to a point, they'll take it, and then everybody will surround the spawn area. They don't take into account you can come from other bases. They don't take into account that, you know, infiltrators can sneak out, which it usually is, to be honest. It's usually infiltrators taking A, and then the TR have to run their way back in to retake it again. It just slows the whole process down. You know, there's enough guys here. A couple of you stay at A, make sure it's secured. You know, it's not a big ask, is it, people?
SCU
A lot of guys still pushing away out of the spawn area, which is nice to see. You know, it's good to see a faction not giving up completely. NC still down there pushing out. I missed the Sunday getting destroyed there, but I'm assuming we got C4'd. You know, again, Not enough people paying attention. Everybody's pushed away back into A now and retaking it. Vehicles are still surrounding this area, which is good. You only need infantry in here. You know, keep your tanks at a decent distance. Driving in front of the door is just going to get you destroyed. Basically, there's no need for it. Surround the area, use acute angles on the doors, and they can't shoot you from inside the building. That's the main thing. Every time, you know, the same thing happens. You see guys running in, they'll stand in front of the doors and shoot in plain view of the guys that are inside, and you just get picked off. It's, you know, it's a simple thing. Don't stand in front of a door. Still getting TR drop pods. The NC do seem to be thinning out now, so
Generator repaired.
this fight does look like it's going to be over very soon. You've got TR probably running back to help make sure we keep the interior now. Yeah, the building's getting flooded with troops. Now, the NC are going to have to make a stand here, either at Vimar logging camp, or, to be honest, if I was them, for the alert purposes, I'd start amping up the defence for the amp station, no pun intended. As you see, we're already rocking that base. They all need to pull back to the amp station. That way they can shore up these defences, mine it, get anti-vehicle guys on top of these turrets. Same goes for down here and over here. Well, over here is not really going to matter much, but you know, get some anti-vehicle in. Now, as you see, there are ravines and ridges coming into this amp station. Get a few engineers. You know, if you've got a decent sized platoon or, you know, a decent sized outfit, just get a couple of your engineers, you know, 3 or 4 of them, to come in here, throw the odd mine down in these ravines here, because guaranteed, I know I would, Sunders are going to come around here, park up in these areas and start rolling troops in, you know, just as a bit of a deterrent. Even here, as you can see, it's a really windy road. If you're retreating from a Vortex plant, get a couple of engineers, just a few mines down on the tight corners would be a good idea, so that when they come around they don't notice them quite as quickly. So they'll just fly around that corner, bang, got a kill, you slow the guys down, you know, and it should work out really well for you. SCU's down now. We basically own this base. It has been destroyed. Now they'll push down to the pass here, where the NC are actually fighting back, which is very impressive to see. Probably because everybody from the tech plant has now spawned at the pass and they've just washed whatever TR are out. So, you know, the 48 plus TRs at this base are now going to roll into the West Pass. It will take them maybe, what, 3-4 minutes maybe to wind their way around here. Aircraft can roll in fairly quick. If they get a few galaxies rolling in from here, you know, again, if you've got a platoon or even a squad or two, you know, get a couple of galaxies up, guys. Spawn them, fly across here, and assist the West Pass. Drop a load of guys in there while the vehicles are rolling in. Any aircraft that are knocking them out could do with checking this pass as well. See, we have a minute left. This place is pretty much overrun by TR forces. Collections of Sunders rolling out. Aircraft all over the place. More vehicles rolling in from over there. So I would say this place is pretty much
Generator destroyed.
possessed by the TR. "20 seconds. As you see, they've started Too late, guys, too late. If they'd have done that while the fight was going on, only need a few of you, it would have took probably some of the guys away from this base. But I'm going to assume if the TR see that, that place is going to get rolled and taken back very, very quickly. If I was the TR though, I would actually take that back now, otherwise this facility will start to drop again, because it does seem to be a fair few enemies in there. But yeah, as you see, they're all rolling down south now to start heading towards the amp station. I don't think they've a lot of time left, to be honest. 28 minutes? Nah, probably not enough time. Yeah, as you see, the aircraft are starting to roll in to take the base in again, which is a good idea for defensive purposes. You know, get all your defences back up, repair everything that's required, and then you can keep the base for later operations. Okay guys, that was another episode of Planetside 2 Tactics. Wasn't extremely interesting because, let's face it, there's a lot of TR here. Some of the tactics weren't too bad. They did well pushing the way in, taking everything around the base, surrounding it, and then they did a half decent job of surrounding the NC and controlling them. That's the name of the game, guys. Control your enemy. You know, once you've taken A, protect it. If you want a base taken quickly, protect it. Anti-personnel mines down there, a few guys running around. If you're an infiltrator, you know, stealth, do your spec op stuff and run around. Make sure the NC don't get in there, or VS get in there, take it back from you. If the enemy take it, it just makes it a longer fight, which gives them more time to do things like take the base next to you, get a defensive force to, you know, quick reaction force in, and to roll in and start attacking you. With it being an alert, you know, there's not really a lot else that could have been done. But you know, it wasn't bad. The NC did well at fighting. It was nice to see them fight up until the end. You know, try and try and try. It was good to see. We'll probably get a load of armour and stuff starting to roll in to the tech plant now, but they haven't got much chance, to be honest. There's far too many TR here rolling out. Thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a comment below. Any other ideas for the game, please let me know. Any other ideas for the show, let me know. Please like the video, please subscribe if you want to see more. I also put up gameplay footage that I stream on my Twitch channel, which I shall put information for you now. Go to my Twitch channel, subscribe, and you can see me playing live gameplay footage of this, plus other games that I have on there. Again, please subscribe to Twitch, please subscribe to YouTube. Please visit Planetside Universe if you're interested in Planetside 2. It's a great community, excellent community on there. In fact, loads and loads of information. The Planetside 2 dev team visit there quite regular. Higby, T-Ray, Maggie or LaPerza go over there quite regular. Post some information, read the chat, you know, see what's going on and get loads of information from it. Thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully I'll see you on the battlefield.